After learning more about my carnivore, I came up with a biggest advantage and a biggest disadvantage for each of the 5 strategies discussed in our reading. First is new entry. The biggest advantage to new entry is that his father owns a 40-acre farm already growing these plants, so assuming they get a family discount, they have supply side economies of scale on their side. They can get a lot of plants at a lower cost. The biggest disadvantage to new entry is the capital requirement would be high for a relatively low market. The market is already pretty small, and new entrants would be discouraged from entering since my carnivore will most likely take the majority of the small market. The second strategy is suppliers. The biggest advantage in terms of suppliers is his relationship with the supplier will secure that he will only do business with my carnivore and not sell to competitors. The biggest disadvantage is the threat of natural disasters. If this is the only crop he gets from his plants, a hailstorm could destroy the business completely. The third strategy discussed is buyers. The biggest advantage in terms of buyers is low maintenance. You don't have to worry about your carnivore pooping or peeing on your carpet or chewing on your favorite pair of shoes. The biggest disadvantage in terms of buyers, since it's a new product, buyers such as wholesalers are going to want there to be a proven track record of interest before investing a lot of money into purchasing thousands of my carnivore plants. The fourth strategy discussed is the threat of substitutes. The biggest advantage is they're the first to market with this strategy and directing to this segment of children. The biggest disadvantage is that people love their pets because they view them as part of their family. It's hard to consider a pet a part of your family since it sits on a shelf and doesn't interact on a personal level with its human. The final component of the strategies is rivalry among existing competitors. The biggest advantage my carnivore has in terms of this is there are no existing competitors at the moment in this segment of the market. The biggest disadvantages are that there are a lot of plant companies with higher capital and better recognition among buyers that could take the idea and drown them out of the market. Based on what I learned from reading and the PowerPoint presentation, I don't really think I would invest in this company if I was an investor. I think the market is too limited and it would be too risky in my opinion.